Hollywood Lee.
Yeah. Intro fire, bro.
I don't worry, I'm gonna show my belt next week. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Minds of Mayhem podcast. I'm your host, Rome, and this is my guy Nova. Like I said, we're back. A lot of stuff has happened in the past week of wrestling. Dare I say?
Man.
It all started from Monday Night Raw with the last quote unquote match of Becky Lynch in WWE, with her taking a break, or she's not a free agent. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the return of MJF and AEW. Remember we talked about last week how hopefully he'll return soon. Well, just think he returned during the recording of our show.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
how about that?
And then of course we're gonna talk about NXT. Which actually did great numbers due to the fact that you had Sexy Red on the show. Don't give me that. Good and well, it helped. It helped them out. It's all over the internet, them having fun with her, especially Shawn Michaels and Booker T crazy ass. Booker T was
Megan Thee
hilarious.
Stallion, you can still help. You can still help, Megan. I know you're out there. Glorilla, you're out there. Y'all can save us. Please.
Save us on what? It's just the appearance, bro. That's all it is. Speaking of which,
I don't care if it...
Speaking of which, I'm gonna bring up something to you at the end of this show. I have an idea for a stream that you might be interested in. And also, we're gonna do a wrestling draft. Me and him are gonna play Eric Bischoff, and I hate to say his name. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna say Paul Heyman.
Hell yeah!
I ain't saying the other dude's name. We should not say his name. Granted, he created this WWE for us. I'm not saying his name.
Oh, all right. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting in. All right. Yep.
We're gonna basically do a draft. We're gonna have 20 picks each.
Yep.
Tag teams are one pick together, and the draft is basically past, present, future, or deceased. Anybody from them eras.
Yep.
So let's get the show started with the review of NXT. Man, when I tell you, I missed by maybe 5 minutes of it. I was busy doing something. I just got home from work. So I popped it on. Next thing you know, I see the North American Women's Championship, which is, by the way, a beautiful belt.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And then, of course, we get Sexy Red come out to the entrance. She came out to her #1 song she got out right now. Came out to that. She came out the way she came out how she is, her character. Yep. And the funniest thing about the entire show was Booker T's commentary. I'm like, come on, Book. You got Charmel at home. Why are you doing all this? Oh yeah. I'm like, what are you doing?
He's a black man from Texas. You know they love everything down in the South, bro.
That is true. But at the same time, it's like, come on, Book.
I got. Listen, Book. If you're watching this, I got nothing against your commentary. A1, baby. Black Snow.
No. Black Snow.
Black Snow.
Him and Kevin Nash when they did that commentary on TNA was hilarious.
Oh God.
But let's get back to the topic. I think, like I said, I heard the reviews. Actually, the ratings for it. The ratings were very up for this episode.
Yeah,
it hit the demographic what they wanted to. And like I said, Sexy Red being on that show, she didn't really have to do much. She did what she was supposed to do: show the appearance, be in the ring, show the title off. She did a tug and war with Tatum Paxley with the belt, which was funny. Then, of course, she announced that she's going to be hosting NXT Battleground, which will be next Sunday, which is a big deal. But let's get into the other parts of the show. We see Roxanne in the ring doing her, promo and everything. Out comes Ava saying that we have an opponent for you for Battleground. Now, the rumors were it was supposed to be Tegan Knox fighting her.
Okay.
It was supposed to be Tegan Knox, quote unquote, but I guess that was a false rumor.
Yeah, I mean,
Instead, go ahead, hey, bro.
yeah, like I feel like I feel like if it was supposed to be Tegan Knox, that would have been a decent match. But at the same time, um, Tegan Knox, shout out to you because I've been a Tegan Knox fan since she debuted in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So to see her, if she was in that spot, to see her get a title opportunity like this would have been great. I would have loved to see Tegan Knox finally get her just due in the WWE.
Oh yeah, Tegan Knox has been that like underdog story since she's had so many injuries to her leg.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
she she just keeps on keeping on.
yeah, absolutely. As she should. As she
You
should.
gotta respect it.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of Tegan Knox, we get TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace,
Mm,
Big Mama Punk.
yes, yes, yes.
Who is hard? It's hard to believe she's only I think 27 years old.
Bro, like I didn't even know she was that young. I thought
I
she was
didn't
like a little bit
either.
older. I thought she was like a
I thought
little,
she
at
was like in
least,
maybe like her early 30s at least.
at least, at least.
Nothing wrong with her being 27. We're not trying to say anything wrong with that. It's just that
Hmm.
we thought she was a little. We didn't know she was that young, but just about the entire talent on NXT, damn near is younger, or at least in their early 30s, at least like 34, 33, possibly around that range.
In that range, in that ballpark.
So basically, this Jordan Race thing is basically is producing another relationship between TNA and WWE, where you
Yeah.
have women's champions showing up challenging for the NXT Women's Championship, which should be
Hmm.
a good match. Roxanne no slouch.
Oh no, 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 not
But
at
the
all.
thing, but then you wonder what NXT superstar can go over to that side and fight somebody on TNA. Because you got a lot of people in TNA people can fight NXT as well. Like for instance, let's just say Tony D'Angelo goes over to NXT and fight like a moose,
Ooh,
or
ooh,
or Trick Williams go over there and fight Josh Alexander,
hmm,
or you go fight AJ Francis. AJ Francis is doing big things in TNA right now.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
doing
Shout
big
out,
things, period, in indie scene. He's doing good for himself since it got released, which I
yeah.
can respect. Because
Hmm.
like they made a joke out of him because he tried to do that outside dive. But if you see a video of him doing it before, he can do the dive. It's just that the way he landed, it basically saved his life. Think about it.
Yeah, theoretically, and the thing for me is to go back to Jordan Grace real quick. Jordan Grace is definitely she's definitely like history in the making. As far as this jump to NXT, for them to have the partnership between WWE and TNA, it was. I feel like they were. I feel like they were working at this for years because, and if you go back to when TNA first started with Jeff Jarrett and all those other guys, you see people from WCW jump over to TNA and people from WWE jumping over to
That's when it was
TNA.
called NWA TNA, and
Yeah, and
you had to pay to watch the episodes.
yeah, and all of that. And I feel like for years WWE and TNA have had this I guess you could say this rivalry at first, but as time went on, you can see with NXT being in Florida and TNA being in Florida as well, there was a potential partnership that could have been flourished into what it is now. It's just like I said, just to see the I guess they could call it the forbidden door being wide open now.
Mm-hmm.
But only between WWE and TNA. Will we see other companies join the fray? Maybe. I mean, we talked about New Japan last week. We talked about um, AEW, so to speak, because we had those back and forths with AEW and WWE as well. So I doubt we will see anything between them two in the near future. But of course, with WWE, never say never. So Jordan Grace, Battleground. I'm excited for it, and this is the first time I've ever been excited for a women's match in NXT. To see,
Really?
yes, to see Jordan Grace come over and be a challenger, like champion versus champion between two promotions, that's crazy. So I'm
Oh, yeah, that's
excited to
big.
see
Yeah,
that.
that's big. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Now, for
So
you
that,
saying you
yeah.
saying you hype this first time you hype for a women's match in NXT. We have had some banger matches in NXT women. For instance, the best one to me still to this day
Mm-hmm.
is Bailey versus Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks,
Mm-hmm.
NXT Brooklyn 2015. The match they had together, arguably
Yeah.
one of the best matches
Mm-hmm.
of the night. It stole the
Yeah.
show.
So for me, that match. Now I'm not taking away anything from that match. When I say it's the first time I'm excited for it, because I feel like with Sasha and Bailey, the way that story was going, it was like, all right, let me see where it's going. Like as I wasn't as excited because I was introduced to NXT during that class of like Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Bailey, Sasha. I was introduced to that class. So it was like, all right, let me check it out. And to see that match and how it went definitely gave me a whole lot more respect for the women's division in NXT and WWE as well. But
Right.
again, two separate promotions at one pay-per-view, unheard. I wouldn't say it's unheard of, but this is history in the making. This is like, as we always say, the cliche line. This is a good time to be a wrestling fan. So I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like you were saying, the two cross promotions going against each other, the champions. Then it's some of the fact that if Jordan Grace was to win, that kind of plays a little kind of look on cards too, because like, can Jordan travel over to NXT a lot, and because Jordan has to defend her title this Thursday coming up, is she gonna
Yeah,
still be champion? Who knows? Like I said, Jordan Grace has been she's one of the top female wrestlers in the world today.
absolutely.
Her run in TNA is gone undocumented because her rivalry with Naomi, her rivalry with
hmm
a lot. She
hmm
had a lot of with forgot her name. What's her name? Damn it, I forgot. I just forgot her name. She's in AEW now. She was in TNA.
Uh, it's not Velvet, is it? Not
Not Velvet. No, I forgot her name.
uh
Cause she just went to TNA and she was like
because the only person I could
her
think
last
of
name is
is
Peruzo.
Deanna Peruso.
Diana Peruzo, yes.
Yeah,
So
her.
sorry if
Okay,
you watched
got
the
you, got
episode,
you,
Diana, but it
got
was
you.
drawing a blank a little bit. I'm sorry.
hmm
But yeah, like I said, Jordan Grace have those matches between Diana, Naomi. She has great matches.
hmm
So like I said, with her going against Roxanne, I almost called her her old name. Her always was Roxy. She going against Jordan next Sunday is gonna be a good match. I don't know if the main event the show. It should because
Yeah, I think it should.
it's cross promotion, so it's like you need to promote it. And plus, they're
Yeah.
not gonna be in the arena; they're gonna be at the Apex.
hmm hmm
So it should be a great match. And then let's get on to the rest of the show. We
hmm
have the tag team match with Gallus Boys versus Javon Evans, who's upcoming. He's great.
Yeah.
And of course, we got Trick Williams, the NXT champion, and of course, Sexy Red's in the corner.
Yeah. I listen, folks. I know I last week I went off about Sexy Red and all of that other stuff, but um, the realistic aspect of Sexy Red being a part of NXT now is like it gives us a new group of audiences that's in the urban community. I will say that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and Sexy Red being the artist that she is, uh, at first hearing about it, it was like one of those yeah right whatever type situations. But
Mm-hmm.
to see this actually happen is definitely reaching out to a bigger and broader audience because, like I said, there's a lot of black wrestling fans out there. that could
Yeah, it is.
that we could definitely reach out to. And you know, people in the in rap, people in hip hop, all of that. Majority of them are wrestling fans. We always say Wale. We always say what's my man's name? Scrap. He's a wrestling fan.
Oh yeah.
He's a wrestling fan. Hell, Stevie J is a wrestling fan.
There's a lot of wrestling fans that grew up on the product and just that they
Yeah.
left it, and now they're watching. You know, a lot of people tuning in and say, you know what, maybe I can get back into it or something.
Yeah, it's
But
crazy.
but also at the same time, it's like it could be a payday. It could be like a, a buzz for you. Either way.
hmm So it's like, I mean, like I said, as far as that that other wrestling of hip hop wrestling fans, I guess you could say,
Mm-hmm.
is good, and she's an attraction. She's definitely an attraction. I can't knock that, you know. And good move on Sean's part. I just feel like we should have went with Cardi or dare I say Nikki. If we want to submit a spectacle out of NXT, Sexy Red is not going to. Sexy Red is not going to give us a wrestling match. We definitely not going to get that out of her.
No,
She
no,
just
no.
had a kid.
I'm about to say,
But if
none
we
of them
give
are
us
going to give
Nicki
us a match.
Minaj or Cardi B, give us a wrestling match. Cardi B, give us a wrestling match. I got faith in Cardi B.
Okay, number one, let me stop you right here. Number one, similar to
Listen,
you said Cardi.
WrestleMania weekend, Cardi B versus Lash Legend. Give it to me.
This is my thing with you. Hold on. Cardi ain't gonna come to even if they got Cardi, she couldn't come to the show. She gonna tour Megan right now. And Nikki, she just got locked up recently. So what the hell?
If Sexy Red was locked up, Sean bail her out. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing though. Like I said, Sexy Red was the hottest thing
Right.
going. She's one of the hottest things going right now. Plus, she has already shown on social media that she wanted to be a part of it. So it's like, granted, Cardi has done it a lot of times, saying she would love to be a part of it, but every time she wants to be a part of it, schedule conflicting. It just happens. Maybe like I said, one
Yeah,
time
it does
this year
happen.
possibly she can be on the show, but it'll happen. Like I said, with Mania being in Vegas next year, I mean the sky's the limit. You never know what's gonna happen.
Lotto. Hey, Lotto, Vegas. Give it to us.
I'm about to say we just saw Sweetie at a Japan show recently for wrestling.
Sweetie.
All right, relax,
WrestleMania,
man.
give it to us.
All right, relax, my brother. Relax. Let's finish it out. Of course, we see Javon Evans and Trick get the win, and out comes Lash. To see what's going on. Did Trick attack Noam Dar and the other dude from the group? Then next thing you know, lights goes out.
Let's talk
We
about it.
we see an attack.
Let's
Mind you,
talk
we don't know
about
who
it.
it is. I'm watching it live. I'm like, who is beating the crap out of Trick? Next thing you know, it's all ego Ethan Page.
Let's go.
Who I think was the most underutilized wrestler in AEW. Could have been used better. You had him in Ring of Honor. You had him in Ring of Honor. You could have had him go for at least a TV title or the World Championship. Didn't do neither. Yeah, you had him in a feud against Tony Nese, and that was it. You didn't have him do anything else. Like I said, I'm a fan of Ethan Page, even this time when he was in TNA. He's a great wrestler and a great heel.
Yep.
I mean, he tried to be face, but I think he's more equipped to be heel. Him being a part of NXT, it helps him out. Like I said, I mean, he's only 34 years old. He has plenty of time to come to the main roster whenever he wants to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him being down there, him being Trick's first opponent for the title, which I think will probably happen this Tuesday coming up, and they'll probably set up a battleground, which will be Sunday.
Yeah.
I think it was a big deal, especially when you heard Vic Joseph say, "Oh my God, Ethan Page, was he in AE?" And Booker said, "Well, wait a minute," and he just stopped running his tracks. And that's when Ethan Page did a little promo, like a little promo, and basically beat the crap out of Trick Williams. But go ahead, let me
Mm-hmm.
hear your thoughts on Ethan Page being NXT now.
Um, this is again one of my biggest uh what's the word I'm looking for? I say this is one of my reasons of watching NXT, because to have a talent like Ethan Page come to NXT is definitely a move in the right direction. Because let's talk about the people that came from AEW to come to WWE. We had Jade Cargill, and we got Ethan Page thus far in this year coming
Well,
from
technically,
AEW.
the first person to do AEW was Cody.
Well,
Technically, he's the first
mm,
guy to leave AEW. Even though he started the company, he left them and come at WWE.
now,
But for AEW
but
homegrown talent, I get what you're saying.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was about to say because yeah, as far as homegrown talent, we got two of them so far. Now, I feel like with the molding that Jade Cargill's getting, Ethan Page is going to be in good hands as well. Not saying that he's not one of those terrible wrestlers, I guess you could say, but with the right
Well, green.
molding
He's
and
not
with the
green. He's not
right,
green.
yeah, he's not. Thank you. With the right leadership and the right guidance, Ethan Page is going to be definitely one of those people to have our eyes on. And again, with Jade Cargill, she's progressing as she goes along. She
Mm-hmm.
was not a terrible wrestler in AEW. She was just misguided. And that's the biggest argument that most people have when it comes to people from AEW. They're not bad wrestlers. They are misguided. That's all it
Yes,
is.
sir. I agree.
So 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 again, Ethan Page making that jump, hell yes, give me Ethan Page. Now, I want one person for the life of me. I need one person to come from AEW to WWE, and I can't say it's MJF because that's who I really wanted. But
Yeah,
as
we'll
far
talk about him
as
in a second.
yes, but I'm gonna go female talent wise. Another female talent that needs to come from AEW, Kira Hogan needs to come to WWE because I want to see her versus Bianca so bad.
She
Ki-
can go. She's a good wrestler too. She can go.
yes, Kira Hogan, come to WWE, please,
Uh,
please.
I mean, I don't know. This is my thing. Will they do it? I'm not sure. I mean, it would be cool to see they have Kara there. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
any talent. Like I said, I'm not trying to say go with like it's your choice what they want to do. My thing is
Mm-hmm.
it's one talent I want from AEW right now who's being misused. The person he's not even on TV right now, and it's a shame he's not on TV because he has so much charisma. He's like he's electric, and he in the ring on the mic he can go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a curse to him because one, he's friends with Cody. He was at WrestleMania when Cody won the belt, and he was cheering for
Ricky
Cody like a
Starks.
yes.
Ricky Starks. Yes,
Ricky's like
I agree with that.
It's
I
two
agree with
people.
that.
It's two people.
We ain't gonna talk about it. We ain't gonna talk about it.
I
We
be
ain't gonna
forgetting
talk about it.
I be forgetting I got an iPhone.
I'm about to say because if I do that, no, no, okay.
I guess not.
All
But
right.
no, it's two people I say I want from AEW. Is Ricky Starks and I want
Mm-hmm.
Alistair Black back.
Okay. Okay.
That's the two people I want. I think Keith Lee, if his contract runs out, he'll come back regardless, be with his wife.
Yeah.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, it's like Ricky Starks is getting low ball because I think he was cheering. I guess they upset because he was at the show cheering too hard for Cody. I don't know. All I know is that Ricky Stark should be on TV producing because it's like the man can go.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but Ethan Page being on NXT is good for him because it gets people to like notice who he is because a lot of people don't know who he is really for real. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you watch like the COVID era NXT where he debuted there, him and
Right.
Scorpio Sky was together.
Okay.
So it's like if you know who he is, you might know who he is from even from his TNA days, Impact days,
Mm-hmm.
or if you follow him on YouTube and does his toy vlogs,
Yep.
because he
Yep.
does those too. So he's a very cool dude, and I think it's
Yeah.
great for him to be signed WWE. And here's the cool thing about it: we didn't know he was coming. We didn't know
Mm-hmm.
him or Jordan Grace. We didn't know both of them was coming, which is great.
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
how it should be. He was on our heels, make us have that oh my god, he's there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, NXT overall the show was great. The ratings for that show did good. They said that's one of the highest rated shows they ever had.
Yep. And it's all thanks to Jordan Grace.
Uh-huh. Even though she's one of the reasons, but let's be honest, it's all because of Sexy Red. Let's be real. It's all because of Sexy Red
Yeah.
being there.
Yeah.
But let's get on to the next topic. We're gonna talk about MJF returning to AEW this past Sunday at Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
not like I said, he returned while I was on the show last week, and him returning is number one. It's going to help out AEW because with the injuries to Kenny Omega,
Mm-hmm.
I think when Hangman and Page being out for a little bit,
Yeah.
we need somebody to have that pop that can give us something. So, and now I think he's supposed to be in the feud with the Undisputed Kingdom, MJF.
Yep.
So, like I said, with him being back, he came out with a Triple H gear. The
How
cut
about that?
off, the cut off, what was it? The cut off jean jacket vest and the leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you do it before yourself?
I have. I wish I had pictures. I wish I had pictures.
Yeah, because this
I went
this
through a
dude,
phase. I
because this
went through
dude
a
over
phase.
here,
I went through a phase. I went through a phase.
yeah, because it was like a whole situation where you had the jean jacket cut off with the leather jacket. I'm like, who you think you is? Madison Square Garden Triple H?
Yes, listen. It was a look though. It was a look though. Now I will say I had the wrong shade jean jacket. Now, had it been brighter, oh then for sure I definitely would have put game on to
it
everybody.
didn't matter. You just had a jean jacket.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, him coming back, like I said, helps AEW out. Plus, with all the signings of Will Ospreay,
Right.
Okada, and Mercedes,
Yep.
it's big for him. But
Yep.
like I said, I'm happy he's back. Of course, he did his promo. Of course, he threw a shot at New Japan. He threw a shot at Vince McMahon. He didn't shot Triple H or anybody. I mean, Triple H. I mean, look, Triple H. The look he was doing. Triple H is inspired. It wasn't a
Yeah,
shot
for
though.
sure. For sure.
He did the promo, and of course, he did the zoom into the tattoo in the back of his calf where he got the AEW all in. Basically, it's basically telling him that he's not going anywhere. He basically signed a contract where he's
Mm-hmm.
making a lot of money to be
Yeah.
AEW. Basically, Tony Khan pulled the Brink truck up to him to tell him you need to stay here. Because even if he went to WWE, I mean, he would have been a star at WWE, no doubt. But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
AEW, he's basically the face of AEW if you think about it right now. He's the poster
Absolutely.
boy. He's the guy there. Granted, we got Moxley there, we got Kenny there, you got like the Okada there and Will Ospreay. MJF has been the cornerstone, the pillar of that company since being in there. Because the original pillars were MJF, Jack Perry,
Mm-hmm.
Sammy Guevara, and Darby Allin. Now, all of them collectively have won championships. Only one has won the world championship. Rest of them have won TNT championships or tag
Mm-hmm.
team championships. So it's like MJF is like, he's like the guy. But I was happy to see him back. I love the promo he did, and I love that simple fact that he said he's all AEW. He's just all in from them. What are your
Yeah.
reactions to him coming back?
Hey, look, I called it. I said I called it. But no, listen, AEW needs MJF. Let's keep it all the way a buck because like you were saying, the amount of injuries that we have to like the heavy hitters, like a Kenny Omega or a Hangman Adam Page.
Mm-hmm.
Sting retired. So it's like, who do we have that could like really be the actual face of AEW? And then honestly, to me, it's nobody but MJF. And I mean, like we got, Christian Cage there, we got Adam Copeland there, we have Darby Allin, we got the Young Bucks, we got is it Kushida?
Okada, yeah, Okada.
Yeah, we got Okada, and we it's a whole lot of talent there,
Osprey,
but
Osprey.
all of them. But MJF outshines them all by a margin. And if AEW was to lose MJF, who knows where AEW would go? Who
I
knows
think they'll
the?
be fine though if he was to leave. But go ahead, continue.
But yeah, like I feel like AEW is MJF, and if he was to go anywhere, it wouldn't feel the same. It'll be like a start over. Like you have to get used to a whole new environment, a whole new company with this well-known superstar. But I feel like MJF is he's like Sting. He's homegrown and he's the perfect fit for AEW. He's AEW like through and through. And if and when he decides to venture off somewhere else, um, again, like I said, he's going to be like that soldier that stayed for so long that he goes into another company and is like, "Yo, what if? Like, what if WWE had MJF during the bidding war of 2024?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been crazy." But um, MJF, like I said, AEW born and bred. Um, and it's also expected that he wasn't going to go anywhere because, like I said, that's his house. Like he's that guy. To me, he's that guy that if AEW was to close his doors right now, everybody will be talking about MJF more than anybody else on that roster.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. I think
Mm-hmm.
what's like I said, he's a franchise of AEW. Right now, the
Exactly.
champion of right now the champion is Swerve, and I think, like I said, with Swerve being a champion, it helps AEW out as well. But I think with just
Mm-hmm.
MJF being there now, it can be like
Mm-hmm.
just so much.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's no other guy that you can literally like. Some of the fact that he's such a a prick, but you cheer him on because it's like he's a like you can cheer that on. Even before he got well, he left I think to get some surgery and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Take some
Mm-hmm.
time off because he had injuries.
Yeah.
It's just that, like I said, him being the guy he is, it gets the reaction of the fans. Fans love it when he talks bad about them. Of course, they say he's our scumbag, or the noise on the level of the devil, all type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great tweener because I think he can be both heel and face at the same time, and we won't even know it.
I agree with
But
that.
like
I
but like you
definitely agree with
said,
that.
we kind of knew he was going to stay there, but that's because of the people were saying, "Oh, he signed a contract already. He's not going nowhere." This is my thing when
Mm-hmm.
it comes down to contract situations. We don't know what they're going to do. It's good that, like I said, sometimes okay, you gonna report it, cool. You get the
Right.
story. But if you're
Mm-hmm.
just an ordinary reporter just saying, "Oh, he's going to stay there. He's not going anywhere," and you don't know for sure, shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I hate is being spoiled to where it's like, I want to know if he's going to leave, if he's not. If he leaves, he leaves. We don't need to know.
Right.
If he comes back, he comes back. If he goes to another company, he goes to another company. It's his choice, his prerogative. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, it's like, with MJF, like he said in his promo, I mean, we kind of knew what I was going to do because of you marks, no offense. Because like I said, it is some marks out here that does ruin the product for you from time to time when it comes down to being surprised or, expectations.
Yep. Yep.
But I'm happy he's back. I think it's good for AEW. Less so, I think, like I said, he's supposed to have his first in-ring segment this Wednesday coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they didn't do it for this past Wednesday, when it was in the key form. But, I guess not. But,
Right.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's get to another topic. We're going to talk about Becky Lynch. She is now a free agent,
Mm.
which means she can sign anywhere she likes to go to. Whether it's
Mm-hmm.
signing back with AWE, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
signing with AEW, whether it's signing with TNA, whether it's going over in Japan or going to Stardom or New Japan or whatever. Wherever she wants
Mm-hmm.
to do is her choice. It's being reported right now, though, from good old Dave Meltzer that she's taking extended leave.
Extended leave.
But here's my thing: if Becky were to leave WWE, wherever she goes, she's going to be a big star, regardless. Because she's already, because like I'd say, out of all the four horsewomen, she's the biggest star.
Yeah.
Like her Aurora, her like personality, the way she is, it gives off of that. Yo, you're the person, you're the man, you're that
Mm-hmm.
person that we
You're the
can
goat.
count on.
You're the
Because it's
goat.
like, because think about it. Even though Charlotte is the most skilled wrestler of the four, she's the most gifted.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
like as star wise, that's Becky all day.
Yeah.
I love
How
I
about
love
that?
Bailey. I love Bailey. I love Mercedes. Mercedes is great too. Mercedes sometimes can be a little overwhelming, but at the same time, she's still great regardless. I didn't like how they did
Yeah.
the TGF championship situation. I thought it was too soon for her to be champion.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was talking about last week.
I think it's too soon for her to be champion, but I understand what they're doing. They want to, getting ratings up and everything. Granted, Will was doing that too, but it's like, yeah, man, I want Will have a nice long reign with the title. But I understand it. It's like it's like apples to oranges. It's like
Yeah.
Mercedes draw the most. Willow she draws too, but it's like Mercedes Monet. It's like we know who she is. She was
Mm-hmm.
in WWE, as Sasha Banks. And now she went to New Japan, won their
Right.
title, and it's like that cachet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with Becky Lynch being a free agent, the fantasy warfare, the matches she can have if she wanted to, or if she wanted to actually leave WWE,
Mm-hmm.
or if she just want to leave wrestling period and be a mom, it's her choice. But as just
Absolutely.
say for instance, she goes to TNA. The match she can have with people at TNA would be great too. Her versus Tasha Steeles, her versus Jordan Grace, her versus um, Ash by Elegance, who we know as Dana Brooks.
Mm. Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
versus there's a lot of people she can fight in TNA or AEW. Her versus Thunder Rosa. Her versus Dorana Peruzzo. Her versus Tony Storm would be funny as hell between them two.
Tony Storm. I love Tony Storm.
Tony
The
Storm
whole
is
the whole
is
gimmicks that she's doing, I love it.
like I said, her doing this gimmick she's doing now. One, it helped her career.
Yes.
She already had a great career
Yes.
regardless. And
Yes.
two, it gives her more character based. Cause it's like even if you watch her media conferences,
Mm-hmm.
she just still the same character. She's still in that that Marilyn Monroe type character.
Bro, imagine if WWE thought of this.
Uh, my thing
Ima-
is,
oh God,
I think if Vince was
this is
still,
my round of applause for AEW for that one. I
I
ain't gonna
think
hold
if
you.
Vince was, I think if Vince was still doing, being the booker and everything, he would have had an idea to make a Tony Storm character like this.
Hmm.
But like I said, it is what it is. But with Tony Storm being the way she is, like I said, it helped her career a lot. But to me, I think Becky probably will be signed with back with WWE. I think she'll do that. If not, wherever she goes, she's gonna be big. How you feel?
Yeah,
How do you feel about Becky being a free agent and quote unquote taking a leave of absence?
well deserved. I'll say that straight from the rip because, like we stated, Becky has done everything, and I think for her, she's won every major WWE Women's Championship that there is to win. And on top of that, she pretty much faced everybody that there is to face. Now, with the new blood that's coming into NXT, she hasn't really gotten her hands on them, so to speak. But it's Becky Lynch. Like she's the reason. She's one of the main reasons why the women's division improved over the years, and they really had that the time, the dedication, the effort, all of that other stuff. If she was to go to TNA, which I think, in my honest opinion, would be, I feel like her in TNA would be a perfect fit. Um, Mainly because, like I said, it's less travel, and on top of that, she can go back and forth being a family, like being a mom.
Yeah,
Like so she don't have to really travel that much. And plus, I think her and Seth are in Iowa, or are they
I
in
don't
Florida?
honestly. I'm not sure where they live. I don't really, like I said, when it comes down to like wrestling outside of shows or everything. I don't really try to follow where they actually live at, cause some
Yeah,
crazy fans
because
out there that try to like get their
that
addresses and
too,
stuff and all
that
that.
too,
So it's like I
that
don't
too,
go in that realm. Like I give people like
that
you gotta give
too,
people privacy.
that
Privacy is
too,
everything to these wrestlers, so you gotta give them the privacy.
that too. That's fair. Yeah, I think depending on where they're residing at currently, it's easier for Becky Lynch because it's like you have one destination and then one destination back. And
Hmm
plus TNA is not on the road like they used to be, but at the same
They actually are. Granted, they're not. This is the thing though. They do like recordings of shows. They do like a 2 day recording for shows, and they be in different states.
yeah,
Cause
that's
I
what I'm
know
saying. So it's
they
like
supposed to be they supposed to be having a recording in Philly in I think this month
yeah, so
at
it
the 2300
so
arena. Yeah, so yeah.
yeah, so it's not that much of a traveling hectic schedule that she's used to.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, if she was to go to AEW again, I wouldn't mind it, but at the same time, I don't. I feel like if she was to make that jump to AEW, it's the cliche ex WWE superstar that's going to the enemy, so to speak, and making her name even bigger over there. And I don't want that for her, but like you said, it's her decision. I feel like if we're going to
hmm
keep if we're going to keep a promotion in the realm of the WWE as far as partnership is concerned, go to TNA. It's definitely more in TNA now than it was back then. So she'll definitely have a more extended career over in TNA, in my opinion.
I think when it comes down to it, it don't matter where you go, wherever it is, because like wherever you go is gonna be like your career that you had at that company is gonna follow you.
Oh yeah, for
Like for
sure.
instance, when John Moxley debuted in AEW, it basically caused a paradigm shift. Haha.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
So when he debuted, we all knew he was from WWE. We knew he was going to go
Yeah.
there regardless.
Yeah.
You know, first he started in New Japan, but with like, even Mercedes, she did New Japan for a little bit. It's just that then she
Mhm.
had left them, and you know she had got hurt there, so she was
Yeah.
out of wrestling for about like a year and a half.
Mhm.
And people were wondering, was she going to come at WWE with you running the show, or was she going to go to AEW? Now it came down to the money, of course, as always. You know, money talks. And
Mhm.
obviously, Tony Khan being, him being from a rich family, his dad, owns the Jaguars. I think he has a stake in the soccer team and stuff. He has a lot of money. He can just give it away. Because if you notice, he gave Osprey and Okada like almost over $1 million.
Right.
So only imagine how much he gave Mercedes. I'm sure Mercedes bank. And Mercedes, like I said, to her credit, if she feels she's the top paid wrestler, that's her prerogative. She gotta feel like that. Now, me
Mhm.
personally, I love Mercedes, but like I said, sometimes she can be overwhelming and she can be a little too full of herself. But at the
Mhm.
same time, that's a prerogative. That's how she feels. I mean, she will talk that talk because if you look at her career, she has backed up everything she says. Now, the WWE situation happened to her with her and Naomi when they both left. That was
Mhm.
wrong on WWE's part to like exploit them like that.
Yeah.
It was wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But like I said, that time we're out of that era, which is great for us. But I think, but like I said, with Becky being a free agent, the possibilities are endless. But I know you were saying WWE star going over to AEW. Ricochet, it was reported about his contract being up in the summer, and it's already been like interviews of Will Ospreay saying he wishes that Ricochet was in AEW because he could be taken care of better there. I'm like, I understand Ricochet is your boy and everything. I
Mhm.
get it. Here's my thing: if Ricochet were to go to AEW, he like, for some weird reason I hate it, but it's like whenever somebody goes to AEW, they have maybe about like a month or like a few months of them being on TV.
Mhm.
Granted, they'll have matches, but like promo
Mhm.
time they won't get it.
Yeah.
It's like I think if Ricochet were to go to AEW, he won't be on TV for long. He'll go straight to Ring of Honor. That's just me. He'll go to Ring of Honor and be the champion there. But it's like Ring of Honor is not on TV. You got to pay for a subscription.
Yeah. Yeah.
To me, like I said, then of course you got guys like Chad Gable being a free agent soon. Like I said, these guys and girls who are free agents, we don't know what they're gonna do. It's their choice. I think it's best for them to go where they want to go and feel where they can get paid that greatly, or they
Mhm.
want to go just for the sport of the wrestling. Like it is what it is. We'll see. All I know is for me being a fan of the product and me being a fan of majority of these wrestlers that be on TV, it's a big
Mhm.
deal. And with Becky being a free agent now, like I said, we'll see how it turns out for her. I think she'll be back in WWE though. Cause like I said, with her losing to Liv Morgan the way she lost, that's a bad
Mhm.
taste in her mouth. And we already
Yeah.
know, and we seen bad tastes with her. With what we seen with Liv and Dom kissing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was unexpected.
Yeah. Um. I. I feel as though that where we at as far as the business is concerned. I feel like we're in for another paradigm shift, so to speak, and we don't know what that would be.
That's
We're
true.
we're we're we definitely are like expecting the unknown of something. But this situation with Becky Lynch, I feel as though it's definitely one of those situations where you don't want to leave,
Hmm.
in that fashion. Because if we go back and we take a look at guys like Undertaker, he had his match with Roman Reigns, and that was supposed to be his. That was supposed to be it. But because of how he went out and how that match went and ate at it. So could we see Becky Lynch resign? Maybe. The way that she went out at the what was that, the Kings and Queens of the ring?
Even past Monday.
Yeah, exactly. On Monday. It's like I would definitely resign, but I would again,
We don't know.
we don't know. Exactly. We don't know. And it's like Becky Lynch does not need another. She doesn't need it. I feel like Becky Lynch done everything possible in WWE, and it's like
Well,
at
not
this
just
moment,
WWE, not just WWE, just wrestling. Period.
yeah. So I feel like Becky Lynch definitely deserves a fresh start somewhere else.
I mean, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but like I said, whatever Becky does, of course, she's going to be great, and hopefully we'll see what happens down the road. Because right now, like I said, she deserves the break. She deserves to have her rest. Go be with your man, Seth Rollins, and go relax. All right, so we taking care of the three topics. Now let's get to
Yep.
the nitty gritty.
Nitty
We,
gritty,
we, we,
baby.
we going to call this the Minds of Mayhem draft. Basic, basic.
All right, there you go.
You done?
Yeah.
All right, so me and my guy here, we're going to have a draft of 20.
Mm-hmm.
20 superstars or tag teams from the past, present, future, or deceased.
Mm-hmm.
Which means you can get anybody on your show, and whoever we say, neither or could have.
Mm-hmm.
They're on your roster. That's it.
Yep.
And since this is my idea, you get the first pick.
Woohoo! All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am a type of person that uh, has been brought up in the wrestling company. Well, not company, but the wrestling business since 96, 97 ish, I'll say. So, for my very first pick, and this might shock y'all, this might have some controversy to it, but believe it or not, my very first pick is going to be from the 90s era of wrestling, and is going to go to the very first wrestler that I seen on TV, which is Hollywood Hogan. That's my very first pick.
Okay, that's a good pick. That actually is a good pick because he basically changed the game.
Yes, sir.
Him going
Yes,
him going
sir.
heel made him like the biggest thing in wrestling. All right, so you
Yes.
took
And
Hollywood, so I can't take Hulk Hogan or anything. I can't take him at all. All right, my first pick. I've been a fan of this dude since I was a kid.
Mhm.
He's basically a representation of what it means to be family.
Hmm.
He's a guy that I always try to imitate when I was a kid.
Okay.
Let's just say that you might get hurt from this. My first pick is The Rock.
You mother.
Only reason why I say The Rock because one, him being the guy he is, and the way he changed the game from him coming up with that grass skirt, then change his character to what he was with Ron Simmons and Nation Domination.
Mm-hmm.
Then me watching him on TV, I became a Rock fan when he became Corporation Rock. I was a
Okay.
huge fan of that. Then the sideburns, I wore the sideburns as a kid. I used to do the eyebrows as a kid. I even had a picture of him in my room that went from a carnival as a kid.
bro.
Remember those carnivals used to have in the hood?
Oh yeah.
And they had pictures of they had like an old school picture of the Rock and everything. And I'm like, I want that picture, and I want it, and I don't know what happened to it now. I think I lost the pictures then. I had that picture. I want a picture like in '99. But that's my first pick. Who's your next
All right.
pick?
All right, I ain't gonna lie, that's a hurt piece. So I can't have Hollywood Rock or the Final Boss, you
Yep.
motherfucker. Um, I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns as my next
Okay.
pick. And it's not because of the whole tribal chief thing. I feel like Roman was the epitome of he. I feel like he was the born. I think he was like the second Rock in a way, because if we look at how he came in, uh, he went through the same. Of course, like all the Samoan family does, they went through the same trials and tribulations as the Rock did.
Yeah.
Um, even before, like I said, even before the Rock and that whole generation of wrestlers. But Roman Reigns definitely he changed the game since the pandemic, and he
Yeah,
changed
he
he
did.
changed
Yes.
he changed the WWE for the better since then. And I'll be stupid if I didn't acknowledge my tribal chief. Uh, so yeah, Roman Reigns is my second pick.
That's a good pick. All right. So my second pick is a deceased wrestler. I feel as though I have to get this guy on my roster because him in the '80s and '90s, he was like arguably the spokesman for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
He gave great promos. He arguably has one of the best WrestleMania matches ever. My
Mm-hmm.
second pick is Randy Savage.
Ooh, nice, nice. Okay.
Like I said, the whole like him being a spokesman, period. He always been like the greatest spokesman for any product, whether it's Slim Jim, anything with Visa cards, anything. Him or our Arsenio Hall show was great too. He was always great for the brand. All right, so
Mm-hmm.
what's your next pick?
All right. Randy Savage is definitely a dope pick. I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna also go back to the '80s and the '90s as well. When we talk about my next pick, we talk about one of the most underrated underrated wrestlers of all time, and this man never won a WCW Heavyweight Championship or a WWE Championship. How, I have no idea. But my next pick is none other than Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Ooh, that's a good
I'm
pick.
going Mr. Perfect. That was my guy uh ever since I've watched I think it was like WrestleMania 5, or I forget which WrestleMania he performed at.
His first one he performed at was like I think 6 or 5
5 or 6,
or
right?
six.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
around that range. Yeah.
yeah. So when I first watched like the presentation of his gimmick, it was like, yo, I want to be him. I want to be Mr. Perfect. Like, and all the videos he did, the vignettes and everything like that, bro. How can you not go wrong with Mr.
hmm
Perfect? How was he never a world champion?
Yeah, I don't know how he wasn't a world champion either. He was always the Intercontinental. He was always like the secondary title champion. Like in
Yeah,
WWE,
and
in
plus
WWE,
everybody says, mm,
like in WWE, he was the Intercontinental, and in WCW, he was the United States.
mm-hmm. So that Intercontinental Championship that everybody says is so synonymous with the British Bulldog, Ricky Steamboat, Macho Man, and Brett. Mr. Perfect was the main reason why I wanted that Intercontinental Championship. He was like, in all pun intended, he was the perfect Intercontinental Champion to me, as far as that run was concerned. So, yeah. So, Mr. Perfect, rest in peace, but that was my guy. So, yeah, Mr. Perfect, number 3.
Okay, now that's your third pick. My third pick, I'm going to go a little recent. I feel that this guy, he's the young GOAT to this day. I think he's arguably going to change the world I think he's going to change the world in AEW. My third pick, Will Ospreay.
Okay.
Only because I watched Will Ospreay wrestle so many times. The dude is unbelievable. He can talk on the mic. He has that energy where it's like, man, I know he's going to give you 110% every match. His matches against Kenny Omega, Okada, Ricochet, Pac, even Rey Mysterio. He has great matches with anybody. He can put on with anybody.
Yeah.
So Will Ospreay is my third pick.
Okay. Well, Ospreay. That's actually a decent pick. So for number 4, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me when I say this. But for my number 4 pick, I'm going to stick within the 80s and the 90s as well, because there's another person in that era, along with Mr. Perfect, is one of those guys that has inspired me to be the person that I am today.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have never learned about this man, who knows where EJ or me would get these promo skills from, and I'm going with Roddy Piper.
That's not a bad pick.
As number 4.
Another guy who should be world champion.
Exactly. And my favorite Piper moment, WrestleMania 5. Don't blow no more smoke in my face. You understand that?
What was his name? Downey, last name? Last name was Downey.
Robert Downey.
That wasn't Rob Downey. I think was it Rob Downey Sr.? Not sure.
No, it was
We'll look it up.
We'll look it up. Yeah, we'll look it up. But yeah, WrestleMania 5 Piper's pick, goated.
All right, so that was your 4th pick. All right, my 4th pick, it's a little hurt piece, and we just lost him recently too. My 4th pick, Bray Wyatt.
Ooh.
Just alone, Bray Wyatt, like I said, his character, his mind, he's like, he can't, nobody can do him. And it's like with me having my roster, I got now my top 4. Like I said, I got The Rock, Savage, Ospreay, and Wyatt. Those 4 right there could be the main. Those 4 right there are main event players.
Absolutely.
So, and like I said, with Wyatt, his promo skills, the sky's the limit. But that's my pick, and 4th pick is Bray Wyatt.
4th pick, Bray Wyatt. You know what? I could respect that. I could definitely respect that. But yeah, I have definitely been a fan of Bray Wyatt since his debut to the main roster, and also the Fiend character. My God, like they could have went to the moon and back with Bray Wyatt on a consistent basis. But yeah, Bray Wyatt's definitely a good pick. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it up to the ruthless aggression era.
Okay.
And oh man. Ladies and gentlemen, my guy here has known me since 2003.
Yeah, exactly 2003.
And the fact that he got rocked from me, it hurts because that was my favorite incarnation of The Rock, which is Hollywood Rock. So if he's going to take Hollywood Rock from me, I'm going to take John Cena from him. I'm taking John Cena. Give me John. I will take John. I will take Slim Shady.
You call that man Slim Shady. That is wrong. That's actually a good pickup. That's a good pickup.
So I'm gonna take John Cena because I felt like John Cena is, even though, again, my guy knows me. Like, I don't hate John Cena the person. I hated John Cena the character, mainly because he was one of those guys who was definitely the realistic day by day. He was the epitome of what it took to be a WWE superstar. Put it like that.
Right,
where you would have this person who is a fan of wrestling, but you get into the business and you fail and you fail and you fail to the point where you try something and it sticks with you. Now, we have seen John Cena as a heel, as the doctor of thugonomics, but ever since he won the WWE Championship, he has not been heel since.
And whoa. Let me remind you. Remember, he went face in the end of 03 and he went 04 fully face the rest of the way.
Well, yeah. So yeah, during the ruthless aggression era, I was more of a fan of the Doctor of Thugonomics than I was of Super Cena or whatever y'all want to call him.
Well, at the time, I remember you had a CD.
I did. I did. Now that CD was kind of off the hook, but I had my favorites.
Yeah.
I had my favorites. But yeah, John Cena is definitely one of those guys that I looked at, and it's like he had it. He had it all. He had it
Agreed.
all. The thing that was holding him back was the mere fact of that he wasn't good, but he was that good to the point where it was like he was bulletproof.
Yeah, well, he at one point was bulletproof at a certain point, as he was.
He was bulletproof, and then on top of that, you look at his WrestleMania main event record. Impressive.
Yeah, it is.
He went to he main evented I think it was like 3 or 4 WrestleManias as champion.
It was actually no. He main evented 2 WrestleManias as champion, but he main evented 3 WrestleManias back to back, like 3 times. He main evented 21, 22, 23.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And well, I would say 24 as well, but I don't count that as a main event.
That wasn't the main event of the show, though. No.
Yeah, but it was for a major title, though. I will say that. But
oh yeah, him, Orton, and Triple H was a great match.
Yeah, he's been, and I hate to admit it, but he was definitely that constant variable as far as the highs and lows in WWE.
Yeah, he was.
And I understand why. Looking in hindsight, I definitely looked at it from a business standpoint because during that time there wasn't a lot of heavy hitters left, but Cena and Edge and Orton and Batista Taker here and there. So I gotta respect him, but John Cena is definitely my number 5.
All right, so like I said, we're not just doing just superstars. We're doing tag teams and factions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my 5th pick is a great tag team. This tag team everybody would say is Extreme.
Ooh.
My 5th pick as a tag team, Dudley Boys.
Wow, that's a swerve. I'm not gonna lie, that's a swerve because I thought you was gonna go with the Hardys.
I could have, but Dudley Boys was always like I said, I watched them in ECW. They had heat.
Oh, major.
Bubba Ray alone, him on the mic. Then of course you got Devon. You can really go for the whole family if you want to. Spike, all of them. Even I think it was what Big Dick Dudley. I think his name was him too. All of them. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my 5th pick. Like I said, I'm doing tag teams. I might have a faction probably in there soon too. Just look out for that. But go ahead. Who's your 6th pick?
6th pick. You know, we talking about tag teams and factions. I'm gonna start my 6th pick with the tag team, and these two men definitely, and also they gave me the spark. I would say they gave me the spark to even pursue anything to do with wrestling, anything wrestling related. And I'm going with the Outsiders, Hall and Nash.
Ooh, God damn it!
I'm taking Hall and Nash.
Well, you get the thing though. Luckily for you, like I said, that could be a 2-pick thing. Cause think about it, greatest tag team, greatest singles.
Yes,
and also you have Hogan.
So I got NWO basically.
You basically said NWO basically, obviously. You had to do a faction.
Yeah. So
I was gonna pick. I was gonna pick Razor. I was gonna pick Razor Ramon so bad.
Listen, Kevin Nash. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Kevin Nash, he was the main reason why I wanted to wrestle. And a lot of people may think, oh, I thought it was The Rock, this, that, and the third. Rock was charisma. Kevin Nash was actually the guy that I wanted to model my career after because, one, he was tall. 2,
what, 7 foot, 6'11", yeah.
He was up there, and I wanted to be just like that. I wanted to be tall.
Well, Kevin was a big dude, though, so yeah.
Yeah, and plus he had the swag. He had the charisma. He had the cool guy factor. And then you have Scott Hall, who another person I wanted to model my career based off of because he also had these are like the coolest white black dudes in wrestling.
And the funny thing is though, Scott Hall played a Cuban, so it's like, okay, you playing a Cuban?
And like they are the originals that brought hip hop culture into wrestling. A lot of people don't know that because Scott Hall made an appearance at ECW and he came out to the Fugees.
Yep. Ready or not, here I come.
Yep. And then on top of that, you got Kevin Nash, who I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said he was a Tupac fan, if I'm not mistaken.
The dude wore FUBU and everything on TV. That was enough.
Yeah, so he was in. Here. He was in. But yeah,
for
Kevin
us
Nash,
by you.
Dude, Jackknife Powerbomb, Outsiders Edge, Hey Yo, like, bro, come on.
Yeah, you can't beat that. That was a good pick. So that was your 6th pick, right?
Yeah, that was number 6, yeah.
All right, my 6th pick. Let's get some girls in here. We need to represent the ladies a little bit. My 6th pick has been killing it since 2021.
Mm-hmm.
She's been on
Okay.
TV constantly. She's been doing her thing. She's the strongest, the toughest, the roughest.
Ooh.
Everything in the book with EST. My sixth pick is Bianca
Mm.
Belair. Like I said,
Nice. Nice.
her alone has
Nice.
had arguably, if not, a great 3 year run as either
Okay.
women's champion for Raw, SmackDown, women's champion overall. Now she's
Mm-hmm.
the tag team champion with Jade. Like I said, the sky's the limit. Like I said, with her, she's the face. She's the girl
She's
right now.
literally Grand Slam on the main roster.
Basically, she NXT.
That's what I'm saying. On the main roster, she's Grand Slam.
Well, technically, they only count. They count every women's championship as a grand slam. They don't even do main
Oh
roster
yeah,
shows.
all right, yeah, you're right, you're right, you're right, you're
So
right, bro.
yeah,
You're right,
but that's my
you're
sixth
right.
pick, Bianca Belair.
Ooh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a smile on my face for a reason because
Oh God.
there's a storm coming. There's a storm coming. I'm gonna take Jade Cargill. I'm gonna take Jade Cargill
Okay, that's not a
because
bad pick. Not a bad pick.
um I love Jade. I definitely do. And to see like I said, to see her progression in the wrestling business overall, I'm all in for it. Ha, all in. Um I want to see, like I said, I want to see her get the just due that she was deserved coming out of AEW, and she's definitely in the right direction, being in the I guess you could say she's being taken under Bianca's wing as
Yeah.
far as development and all of that other stuff, and it's a good fit. So definitely big ups to Jenny Cargill, and she's killing it so far. I got no complaints thus far.
Yep.
I got no complaints.
So that's your seventh pick.
Yep, that's number 7.
So number 7 for me, it might hurt you. This might hurt you as well too, bro.
Oh shit! Please don't do it. I'm begging you.
Let's just say that in 2009, there was a
2009. Okay.
guy who went bald headed,
Okay.
and he started hearing voices
Okay.
in his head.
Oh God. Why? Why?
My
Why?
seventh pick is Randy Orton.
Why? That was my favorite
We
word,
we
man.
we know
My
Randy Orton's
God.
history.
My
Him
God.
him going skin bald cut. That was the most dangerous Orton ever.
Yeah, you can actually see the voices in his head. That's the crazy thing.
But that Orton at that time with him feuding with Cena, that Orton alone was like crazy.
Yep. Yep.
But that's my seventh pick, Randy Orton. Like I
Randy
said,
Orton.
with the 4 guys and the talent I have in the main event team, that's perfect.
Okay. You got Randy. Shit. Um. Okay. Okay, that's cool. You got Randy. Um. For let's see, this number 8 we on.
Yep.
Number 8. A lot of people, and I kind of sort of am kicking myself because I didn't make this person my very first draft pick, but it's okay though because it's a rebound. But another phase I went through during this time. This was before me and Rome ever met. This was actually not even before. I would say no, yeah, this was before. This was before me and Rome met.
Okay.
And there were times where I wanted to really, really wear the outfit down to a T. Even the coat. But for number 8, I'm picking the American Badass Undertaker.
which means we can't pick the Phenom or anything. You have Taker overall, period. Damn it.
Like,
That's
dude, Kid Rock?
Oh yeah, that 2000 debut.
Oh my God.
Return, not debut, return.
Dude, like
I remember
that.
watching that. I think it was Judgment Day, and it was an Iron Man match between Triple H
Mm-hmm.
and The Rock.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
That
and
was
he
a good.
came out
That
with
was
the trench coat and started, bro. I
whooping
was like,
everybody ass.
yes, I wanted it, and I was in for it. Like even Big Evil, like Big Evil was my guy.
Oh yeah, 03 was a good year for him.
Yes,
All
yes
right, so that's
indeed, bro.
your eighth pick.
American Badass. Yes, sir.
All right, my eighth pick is actually a faction.
Oh, okay.
I just say they're one of the best factions to ever step foot in wrestling. Period. Anytime when I do this, anytime when I do these four fingers, you know what's up. I'm taking the four horsemen. That's
Okay, all
Rick.
right. I was
That's
about to
Ric
say, go ahead, name them.
Flair.
Name them. Mm-hmm.
That's Ric Flair, Arn Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
Tully Blanchard,
Mm-hmm.
and the fourth one. It can be anybody, but I'm gonna go with Les Luger.
He was a horseman.
Yes, he was.
Oh shit. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll take it back. I'll take who can I take? I'll take Sid Vicious. There we go.
Oh, Sid. Oh my God.
Cause Sid
Sid.
was
That
a
was
four
my
horseman at
guy.
one point too.
That was my guy.
I could have took Barry Windham, but
Oh,
it is
that
what
was
it
my
is.
guy. Oh,
So
Sid.
that
And
means I
I.
have all. So that
Yep.
means I had those four, which means I had Flair can be singles. Tully and Tully and Arn can be a tag team,
Mm-hmm.
and Sid can be a singles too. So I got
Mm-hmm.
four wrestlers in the back.
This man took one of my picks and Sid Vicious too. That was gonna be one of my picks.
And you took Razor.
I took Ray, so we even. Oh man. See, the Four Horsemen is good. The Four Horsemen is good. You know what? I don't even know if they was a tag team, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Um, so again, I'm a WCW guy, born and raised, right? And my first instinct was to go Dean Malenko and Steve Mongo McMichael as a tag team, but I'm not fully sure if they were ever a tag team.
They wasn't never.
Then okay, so boom, that negates that. But if we're talking about tag teams also in WCW, we're gonna raise the roof on this one. So my next pick is Harlem Heat, Booker T, and Stevie
Ooh.
Ray.
Oh man, you dirty bastard.
Yep, Harlem Heat, baby. Like, ladies and gentlemen, Stevie Ray and Booker T, to me, I didn't really, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, Stevie Ray, for me, I wasn't a fan of until he joined NWO.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say he was bad, but it was just, I think it was that transition from tag team to singles, and he needed that guidance in the right direction. So why not join NWO?
Exactly.
But the run they had with Sensational Sherry in WCW, sign me up. Booker T, Stevie Ray, let's go. Let's go. So, yep, Harlem Heat is my number 9.
9.
My number 9 pick.
Okay, so my number 9 pick is a youngster.
Okay.
He just returned. He just arguably is one of the best youngest wrestlers in today's company. My ninth
Okay.
pick is MJF.
Ooh.
like I said, with the roster I had with singles wrestlers, then him versus Ric Flair from the Four Horsemen. Could you imagine the promos?
My God. My God.
But that's my ninth pick, MJF. Now we at 10. We at the halfway mark.
Mark, baby. All right. All right. So I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet for my number 10 pick. It's a story that goes along with it because me and my guy here, we've been in different schools all of our lives this whole entire time, right?
Well, technically, we
Well,
went
not
to
whole
separate.
entire, but yeah.
I was about to say, since third grade, we've been in the same school together.
Yeah, so he's a witness to this. So there was a time where we was in high school and we was in a transition. We was in a transitional phase from the original Grants into mastery.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pissed. I was pissed beyond belief. And it's so ironic that during this time, a certain somebody gave me the inspiration for a pipe bomb.
Oh, hell.
So this pick.
I didn't even think about him. Damn it.
This is, oh my God, this was sitting well with me. Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk comes in at number 10 for your boy. Cult of personality, bro. Like,
that's a good pick.
Pipe bomb.
Yeah. All right, so that was your number 10 pick. So the cult personality, the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I like it. But at number 10 for me, how about I get the guy that CM Punk was based off of?
Okay. All right. I'm with you. I'm listening.
Let's just say he's the original cult of personality. Let's just say he's the master of the middle finger.
Ah, shit.
The cheap ass over sorry sons of bitches.
Oh, God.
The beer drinker amongst beer drinkers.
Oh, God. The fact that he memorized this is it.
The DTA of don't trust no one. He will stomp a muck hole in your ass and walk it dry. My number 10 pick is Stone Cold Steve Austin. And just think, who's my first pick? The Rock. I have Austin on the show. That's a rivalry in itself.
Yeah. That's true. I mean, I got CM Punk and Piper, so you already know.
Yeah, that's a rivalry on the mic for days.
Yeah, that you already know.
All right, so that's the halfway point. We got 10 more picks, and that's it.
All right, so for number 11, I'm gonna go back to the ladies. My number 11 pick. It's so hard to choose because again, the Ruthless Aggression era had a boatload of talented women. But if I had to choose one, it will break my heart because it's so many to choose from. But I know for a fact that this pick, I'm not going to be kicking myself as much. So I'm going to go with number 11, Victoria.
That's not a bad pick at all.
I'm going with Victoria at number 11. She's like one of those underrated female talents too. And she also deserves a Hall of Fame. Victoria for Hall of Fame.
Yeah, her run from 03 and 04 was her best run. Then of course she left for TNA and she had a good run over there as well as Tara.
Yep.
All right, so that was number 11, right?
Yep, number 11.
So number 11 for me, I'm gonna go with the ladies as well. And I'm gonna pick Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Just I don't need to explain it. It's it's the explanation of her being one of the GOATs of women wrestling is right there. So I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. Becky Lynch is not bad. So that's your number
All right.
11. Okay.
So now we're at 12.
12. I'm gonna stick with the ladies for a little bit.
Okay.
And my next pick needs no introduction because mommy's always on top.
Ooh, Rhea. I didn't even think about Rhea.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Rhea Rips is coming to Team
To the
Nova,
show.
ladies and gentlemen. Yep, she's coming to the
Okay.
show.
It's not a bad pick. Not a bad pick at all. So that was number 12,
Yep.
right? Number 12 for
Yes,
me.
sir.
I feel as though the Four Horsemen they need a rivalry.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
only one guy and one guy only that took on the Four Horsemen. The son of a
Don't do this.
plumber. The
Oh,
son of a
don't do it.
plumber. I am taking Dusty Rhodes at number 12.
If you will. If you will. My God, man. And Dusty was on my radar too. I can't knock it. So it's only fair
The son of a
if he has
plumber. The hard times, daddy. Hard times.
hard times, daddy. So it's only right. If he picks the American Dream, I'm picking the American Nightmare.
God damn it.
Cody Rhodes.
Damn it. That on my list too.
Adrenaline in my soul. Something,
Something,
goes.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
All
Cody
right,
Rhodes for the win.
so that was number 12 or 13.
Yep, that is my 13.
Okay. So for my number 13 pick, I'm going back to the factions.
Ooh, okay.
This faction alone has a tag team, 3 singles, and a female.
Ooh, okay.
And let's just say, as kids in high school, kids in school, when we did this, we got in trouble. So my 13th, we had 13, right?
Yeah.
My 13th pick is the Generation X. That means I get Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chyna, the New Age Outlaws, and X-Pac. I get all of them because they're all DX. I could have said Ravishing Rick Rude as well too, but he wasn't there for a minute. He was only there for like a minute.
That is true.
Wow. That's one of my picks. DX.
Well, he's got DX. I got NWO. That's cool.
Wait, all right, so you're at NWO. Yeah, you got Hall, Nash,
Yeah.
and Hogan. So
Yeah. So on my list, I have 1, 2, 3 ladies. So I'm gonna make it even. I'm gonna give another ladies. I'm gonna take another pick from the women for number 14. And I have a lot. I feel so much better because then again I might be kicking myself if I make this move. But for number 14, I'm going to pick Melina.
okay, not a bad pick.
I'm going to pick Melina. And I had a 2-year crush on Melina.
That's a long crush.
And my God, them split camera shots.
No, here's the thing about split camera shots. Now, of course, they were smart to have Johnny, in front of her when she did it. But it was one time when she did it, she had a skirt, a whole skirt on, and she had on, I think, something else. We just saw
Oh
nothing but
yeah.
cheeks.
Oh yes. The greatest. The greatest.
But so that's number 14, right?
Yes, Jesus.
All right, so 14 for me. Like I said, I'm trying to mix it up with some currents.
Mm-hmm.
So number 14 for me, I would arguably say is one of the best bout machines to ever step in the ring. Number 14 for me, Kenny Omega.
Mm. Mm.
Just because, like I said, him being in that ring is dope.
Okay. We got Kenny Omega. All right. So, what's this? Where we at? We have 15 now, right?
Yep.
All right. So 15. I guess you could say this would be a faction in a way.
Okay.
Um, because I was there when they broke the record as the longest reigning tag team champions of Monday Night Raw. And ladies and gentlemen,
God damn it.
I'm picking the New Day.
That's a good pick. That is a great pick.
Oh man, just to be there and like see them like live in person. I never thought I
Mm-hmm.
would actually like have a blast enjoying them. And then I think that was around the time um, Xavier Woods lost his grandma, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, he was there for that one. And yeah, for them to break that record, and he had the special dedication to his grandma. It meant a lot to me. So it was like, yeah, so definitely the New Day.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Okay, so that was number 15, right?
Yep, 15.
Okay, so 15 for me, it's a hurt piece for me because I was sad when he passed. Arguably one of the best technician wrestlers of all time. When he won the world championship in '04, I damn near lost my damn mind. He made it cool to say lie, cheat, and steal. My 15th pick
He
is
did.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yes, he did. Yes, he
Arguably one of the
did.
best technicians. If you watch his stuff in ECW when he went against Dean Malenko or
Mm,
Two Cold Scorpio, those
mm,
matches alone were like chef kisses.
mm.
But that's my 15th pick. So we got 5 more picks.
Five more picks. I got to dig deep. You know, it's crazy because you said Eddie Guerrero, and I'm gonna go with Dean Malenko for my 16th pick.
The man of 1,000 holds.
Yes, sir, Dean Malenko, and plus he had one of the greatest theme songs in WWE.
Yeah, he did.
So underrated, and he was the. I think he was the. No, he wasn't the last light heavyweight champ. It was X Pac before they
Technically,
brought
it was X-Pac.
yeah,
Yeah,
before they brought the cruiserweight John back. So yeah, Dean Malenko, definitely my next pick.
that's your 16th pick.
Yes, sir.
Since you said Dean Malenko is only right, I get the guy that beat Dean Malenko for the Cruiserweight Championship, Rey Mysterio.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I have somebody that rivals that too.
So this would be your
You might
17th
hate
pick,
me
right?
for it. You might hate
This is
17.
your seven.
So, ladies and gentlemen, eh, honestly, I'm torn between the two picks that I have in my head right now because I love them both equally. Actually, no, three. There's three in my head right now, and I'm trying to like choose wisely between the three because they were so fucking good. And like, I want to say all three of them used to be in ECW, but I could be wrong. But my 17th pick to rival Rey Mysterio,
Mm-hmm.
Juventud Guerrera.
Ooh, that's a bad pick.
Juventud Guerrera.
Hoovy was that bull though.
Yes, that is my guy. You know, I don't think I told you this story, but he actually responded to me on Instagram.
Oh, what was that? What was that interaction about?
So pretty much, it was me joking around saying, "Help Rey Mysterio with the LWO,"
Mm-hmm.
and he responded, and I was like,
And what did he say?
he was like, "That's up to Triple H," and I tweeted Triple H immediately.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand. Juventud Guerrera is one of my favorite cruiserweights of all time.
And yeah, think about it. You watch his WCW stuff. He was legit the champion multiple times.
Oh, like, Juventud Guerrera is the most underrated cruiserweights of all time, especially when he came to WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And they dropped
Mexicals.
and they dropped the ball with Hoovy.
They did, but the only thing is though that whole riding on lawnmower thing was kind of like
That was
low. That was just
that was
yes.
that was.
Him, Psychosis, and Super Crazy.
Yeah, in fact, so the three that I had in my head for 17 was Hoovy, Psychosis, and Ultimo Dragon.
Well, there wasn't a trio though.
No, there wasn't a trio. I was saying as far as who I was going to pick out of the three.
Okay, I got you.
Those were the three in my head, and I oh god.
All right, so we had 17, right?
Yeah, I think 17. Yeah.
Okay, for the 17th pick, I'm going for another tag team. I already have 3. Like I said, I got the Outlaws. I got 4 Horsemen with Tully and Arn, and then I got the Dudleys. So it's only right I get Edge and Christian, who also can be singles as well. But right now they're a tag team.
Okay.
That's my 17th pick. Like I said, both of them alone had great careers as tag team champions, even single champions as well, especially Edge.
Okay.
Both of them are now in AEW, killing it, doing their thing. So that's a good pick for me. Yeah, 3 more picks.
Okay. I'm kind of hurt by that.
So number 18 for you is?
Because I have 2. Actually, yeah, this is number 18. So 2 more after this. Number 18 has to be, because I want more ladies on my roster. I'm gonna go with Tess, Albert, and Trish.
Damn it, I had Trish on my list too. So you're taking TNA.
Yep. Good old Attitude Era tag team. Yeah.
Okay, so we're on 18, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
figured I might as well be in the women too.
Yep.
So of course I had the 4 horsemen. So it's only right that I get the leader's daughter. I'm taking Charlotte. So I have Charlotte, I have Becky, I have Chyna, and I have Bianca.
Yeah.
Right there, that's the 4 women that represent my show.
Yeah.
We're not doing, like I said, we got, these are our 20 top picks. The rest of the draft, we can just pick who we want.
Right.
So we got 2 more picks to each other.
So we at 19 now.
Yep.
You know, it's ironic that we're at the number 19, and my favorite WrestleMania was WrestleMania 19.
Okay.
And who can forget the most iconic moment when this person broke his neck off of a shooting star press. Which the camera angle alone can tell me that he broke his neck all they want. That was crazy. But I'm taking Brock Lesnar.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not a bad pick at all.
I'm taking Brock Lesnar as number 19.
Okay, that's good. At number 19 for me, since we talked WrestleMania 19, it's only right I bring up the guy that Brock beat. So for number 19, I'm taking Kurt Angle.
Okay.
Obviously, we know Kurt Angle's history from WWE to TNA, better known as Perk Angle.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody say. He's one of the best technician wrestlers, about anything in the ring. To me, I put him above Bret Hart. That's just me.
Wow.
And Bret Hart's the god. And Bret Hart's the Godfather. Don't get me wrong, I love Bret Hart.
Wow.
But it's something about Kurt Angle. Him, basically breaking into WWE. Him, showing his skill. For instance, he was an Olympic wrestler. He wasn't supposed to be this big time.
Yeah.
So for him to be what he is big. All right, so we got one more pick.
One more
to
pick.
Each of us.
My God.
My last pick gonna surprise you probably.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was a surprise. So number 20. Oh man, I gotta make this one count.
Yep.
You know what? I give it to the ladies to main event my top 20.
Okay. I like that.
Give it to the ladies. Now, my next pick is a very bootyful person.
Go ahead.
And if I could have at least 5 minutes with her.
No, come on now.
Might be longer than that. But she's also a role model.
Oh, Lord. I always thought you were going with somebody else, but I didn't even think about it. Oh, my God.
So I'm picking the current reigning, defending WWE Women's Champion, Bayley.
That's actually not a bad pick. That is not a bad pick at all. All right, so to round out the top 20 picks of both of our teams, my last pick is from the Bloodline. It's not Jay. It's not Jimmy. It's not the Girls of Destiny or Jacob Fatu. Let's just say this kid was born into this. Let's just say his father was known for the Samoan Spike.
Wow.
My last pick, and who I think will probably be the future of professional wrestling when it's all said and done, give me Zilla Fatu.
Wow.
Like I said, I watch his matches and everything. He has been improving and improving and improving. I can't wait for him to be on the big stage soon. Right now, he's in he's in Reality of Wrestling with Booker T's wrestling. And he's also in GCW, so he's doing a lot of big stuff for himself. And like I said, I can't wait for him to be signed by a top company, because him being the wrestler he is, him following in his father's footsteps, is going to be so big. But that's our top 20, guys. Tell us, like I said, I'm going to promote this episode. I want you to promote episode 2, bro.
Oh, yeah, I will. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm going to send the picture of the flyer for our show and everything. Just, promote it, because we need people to watch the show. Yeah, and I already spoke to somebody recently. He wants to be on the show with us. He's He followed me on Instagram. He's a cool dude. He was at I think he was at WrestleMania as well too. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
He with the Rats too.
He went to Gratz.
Yeah. I knew him from somebody else, but he was a cool dude.
God bless.
But yeah, guys, that was our top 20 picks of our own shows of who we will want to be on our roster.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to close this show out. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to Mayhem podcast. You can follow me at fat_Hall54 on IG. You can check me out on there. Like I said, please support the show. We do the show every week. Speaking of which, I have an idea for next Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Instead of us doing our normal show and everything, how about we live stream NXT Battleground?
Ooh.
Me and you just come on here, just sit here and watch the show. We'll record our reactions and talk about it.
Yes, sir. Listen, hey, I
The
have
only
my
thing
Chinese
is, though,
food ready.
I'm about to say, have your food ready, have your snacks ready, because next week will not be our normal show. It will be a live stream show of us watching NXT Battleground, which would be at 8 p.m. So we will at least try to get on here at least by 7:55 at least.
At the most, yep. Mm-hmm.
This will be our first time ever live streaming a show. We'll try to do this a lot, even when Clash of the Castle coming up. We'll probably do that for a live stream as well. That's when the only thing is though, you have a show on Saturday.
I do. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I know last week I said June 5th was the Nights of Extreme show. The correct date is actually June 15th. It's going to take place 33rd in Cumberland or 33rd in Ridge. If you're from Philly, you should know where that's at. I'm not telling you people. But anyway, but I will be in action that day. So who knows if we actually get a chance to do it. We should have a chance to do it. But I will be in action that day. So also follow me at Nova_Chapter 31 / at ASW Philly Exodus Jones to keep up with my ASW Philly career, which is our final season this year. It is coming to a close in November. So you have plenty of time to watch me in action.
So this will be the final. So this is the final. Everything.
This is it.
Wow.
This is it. So
and I remember you joining the show. I remember you joining it like what 2016,
2012.
2012. My fault. Even before then. Wow.
So yeah, once this season is over, I'm done wrestling, bro. That's
I can respect it. Like I said, I may come out to that show that you have on the 15th just to check it out.
Like we might do a show at my show. We might do a Mayhem at my show. So
we could. The only thing is they're gonna take a lot of camera stuff. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if anything, like I said, I'll come to the show and watch it, and we'll talk about it the following day. Now, if I get beat up, if I get involved in a match, if I get mugged or something, just let you know I'm spearing somebody.
That's fine. That's fine.
But yeah. So next, like I said, next Sunday will be our first ever live stream of NXT Battleground, where we'll be live streaming from our channel, Mayhem Podcast. It will not be a regular episode. We will legit be watching our reactions and watching the show live.
Yep.
And whatever happens. And like I said, we're going to have our snacks on ready, everything. So, like I said, guys, I appreciate y'all checking out the show with us tonight. I appreciate you. Please subscribe, like the episode, follow the page. Like I said, follow our Instagrams. If you want to come on the show, just let me know or let him know, and we'll set you up. So have a blessed night. We'll see you next week for the live stream of NXT Battleground. Have a good night, y'all.